Hello everyone. Today I will show you a Valentine's card I made for my hubby. I already started, forgot to press the start button. Sorry about that. The background I did some stamping, then gesso on top of that, and here I put with this embossing dabber. I drew simply down some hearts, put some embossing powder on top, and melted it. So that will act as a resist, and I will use all these colors. It's a neon red and pinks and reds and yeah, the right colors for a Valentine's card. I put them down in different layers. You will see that I doubt I have to explain a lot. I did that in my favorite technique, this distress technique I like to do a lot. And I know I'm late with a Valentine's card. It will be in 2 days already. But as I told you before, I'm so busy. So I just sat down today, made this card, and edited the video immediately to show it to you today. So on top of that, I put a layer of gesso. I dried it, I thought a bit. I dried it far too much because I wanted to remove a lot of it with a baby wipe, but it was already too dry. And on this delicate thin paper, it's watercolor paper, but quite thin. And yeah, you can see me struggling here. I got off as much as I wanted, but it was much harder. So yeah, when you do something like that, you have to try how much you have to dry it, and so a lot of testing before. And on top of that, I put a thin layer of this neon red, and that's actually the background. The rest of this permanent red violet I use for the edges. So on this is the Ranger Archival ink in plum, and I use my go-to script stamp from Kaisercraft. It's much better to use Stazon, for example, because I'm stamping on this shiny, slippery hearts, and that would take ages to dry. But I will show you a trick. When you stamp on this embossing areas there, you can heat it up again, that it melts slightly, and then it is absolutely permanent on top of that. So I go around with a marker, black marker, to make some sketchy lines. And inside I use the big brush pit pen in this pink, smeared it a bit to have a bit of shading, and I use for the edge a darker one, that's a blue-violet pit pen as well. So the next step is I have this die, various balloons I have, and this is a heart shape, and I have this wash up paper or clean up paper, and I love this colors, and it looked so nice, but it didn't work with the background, absolutely not. So I put some gesso on top, and then I used this permanent red violet, and I put it on fairly thick, and with my fingers on top, that I get some texture to use that later. It took me a while to dry that, but then edging with the pit pen here, and to have more dimension, even though I would put it on 3D sticky tape. So, and of course it had this reflection, and I used the same color with gesso, mix it that it gets lighter, and I glued on the back with some sticky tape and assemble it, and then I use this 3D sticky tape to put it down. That gives it, yeah, this 3D look and more dimension on that card. So I put that down, and then I'm talked about the texture on the hearts. I will use this wax paste in light silver and go over it to bring the texture out. You will see that in the close-up later. So this is my typewriter stamp set, and I'm typing down "still flying high." Whatever that means, I know what it means to me and my hubby. So edging with a pit pen and a bit of pink with a distress marker activated with water to shift it around, that it's not pure white, that a bit is going on. And I put it down with the same 3D sticky tape, and put it on the card. On the card front, not assembled yet. So of course a few strings here on the balloons. And this is my trick to put it down. I met it and then glue it down, and the hangover stuff I will cut off. So it's always the right size. And I mat that on white. First was a really nice dark red, then the white, cut it down in the same way, and that goes on a black card base. I think that makes it pop a lot, and it's the right thing for mail. So this is where I used the leftover paint I put on top of that to write in there. And I thought, come on, it's Valentine and a bit of glitter can't be bad. So put a bit of Wink or Stella in clear on top of the stamping. And that's already the close-up. I hope you like it. I love this card a lot, and I think my hubby will as well. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I will show you some pictures at the end, and I hope you like it, and I will see you with my next project soon. So have a fantastic time. See you then. Bye bye.